Hi friends, welcome back to Carter Paints. This was the very first of hopefully many subscriber voted paintings. I call this painting Sailboat, but the official Amazon title is Sunset Landscape. If you like this painting, I will have it linked down below so you can try it for yourself. It is currently available for $8.99, a total bargain for a paint by number kit. Now, when I first opened this kit, I wasn't sure what I thought. I was thrilled to see there was absolutely no white. If you know, you know. But otherwise, I thought it might be kind of boring. But actually, I really enjoyed this painting. First, it didn't take me that long to complete, just about 8 hours, which is really fast for me. I also found that painting water was very relaxing. I wasn't so concerned about staying in the lines or maintaining super straight lines like what was needed in the sails section. Water is fluid, and this type of sea scene was meant to look like it was in motion. So I just enjoyed long flowing strokes and didn't care if I went outside the lines. It was also probably why this painting didn't take so long. I wasn't so concerned about precision. All vibes, no borders. There were a few things I did notice about this painting though. A warning if you try it for yourself. The numbers were oddly placed. So oftentimes the number was directly on the border of the space. And if you weren't careful by painting to the border on the adjacent section, you would likely paint over a good portion of the next section's number and not be able to identify it when you came back to that section. I found myself leaving a margin around the numbers so I wouldn't lose them. Also, some of the sections were really large and curvy around the painting, but there would be only a single number at one end. So you would wind around and branch off, and it never relisted the number in another place. At the end, you will see me doing all of the black. That was number 7. The one big section down the center only had a single 7 in one place. I had to follow it around with my finger, sort of like a maze, to figure out what number it was. So be careful if you try this painting. Make sure you're kind of charting out where the sections are. Paint quality. This was interesting because each pot needed to be fully mixed. You know when you go to Home Depot and get a paint color mixed, they start with a white base and add a mix of colors to create whatever you wanted? Well, that was what this looked like. It was the color, but each pot had like a bright spot of a different kind of color in it, not totally mixed. I extended each pot a bit and I mixed very well to ensure I had a good paint experience. I'm sure glad I did at the end because even with extending, I had just enough of the black to finish the painting. Had I not extended it at all, I definitely would not have had enough to finish. So be aware. Again, plan ahead. I always look at the sections to see how much of the painting is covered by one specific paint. And then I kind of pair that up with the amount of paint I have in the pot. And if I feel like it's a large section and I could potentially not have enough paint, I definitely extend the paint so I can make it through. Okay, I mentioned in my last video, and I'm going to bring it up again. Up next is going to be my 2-part comparison paint. 24 versus 48 colors. We are going to be timing both paints to see if it does actually add 12 hours to the paint time like the company says. We will also be comparing the final results of both. Does more colors make it better or not? Do you have any early predictions? I sure do. Here are my thoughts. Of course, more colors will take more time, but 12 hours, I doubt it. I'm guessing 5 hours more. We'll see if I'm right. I also think more colors won't make the painting better. I think it will make it muddier, and I predict that it won't actually be 48 distinct colors. I fully believe several of the colors will be so close that the difference will be almost impossible to detect. Those are my early predictions. So how will this two-part series work? In part 1, I will show you the unboxing of both kits, revealing the blank canvases and paint colors freshly unboxed. We will see if we can immediately spot the differences. Yes, these are the exact same paintings back to back. The only difference is the amount of colors each painting has. I will have an active timer running in all of my shots so you can keep track of my exact paint time on each, so we can compare side by side how long each takes. Part 1 will be just the completed standard 24 painting. In part 2, we will start it all over again and take on the 48 colors. I will show side by sides of the same sections and where I was at the same time on each painting. At the end, we will have a full breakdown. Is it worth it? Considering a 48 paint kit is almost $40, I sure hope it is. Because in this video you are watching right now, it does prove you can get a stunning kit for less than $9. And a reminder that none of these videos are sponsored, so you will be getting my unbiased and unfiltered opinion on the entire experience. Make sure you come back and watch the next 2 videos so you can judge for yourself. Well, as always, I want to let you enjoy the paint, so thank you so much for watching and engaging with this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I do love hearing from you. If you're not already subscribed, I really appreciate the support and I welcome you to the family. Again, there is another video coming your way very soon. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Thank you, friends. I hope wherever you are, morning or night, that you have had or are having a beautifully painted day. Bye.